There's a really fine line between brand loyalty and stupidity, and I have crossed that line, but I am back now, and so I wanted to come on here and talk about my luxury no buys for 2024. So if you want to see what they are, just keep watching. Hey, my name is Dre and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Over here, we talk about luxury and contemporary handbags and accessories, lifestyle, and just staying fly on a budget. So if those are things that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe. But let's get into my luxury no buys of 2024. The first thing on the list is going to be high-end luxury handbags. So 2023, I purchased 2 luxury bags, brand new from the boutique, and they were both, these 2 right here, both from Gucci, the Marmont Mini Half Moon bag, and then the Ophidia Mini. Now, for luxury handbag owners and collectors, this is light work, small change. I know these are like the least expensive bags that you can get from this house right now, probably brand new. So they are on the lower end of the price range for Gucci. So they are at an affordable and reasonable, some may even say cheap price point for Gucci. However, realistically speaking, for someone like myself who is an average or middle income earner, these bags still cost a lot of money. And unfortunately, this one was an impulse purchase. This was an impulse purchase. This was not something that I saved and planned for, which was stupid. So, you know, I have to call myself out on that. It was dumb for me to purchase this bag without saving and planning for it in advance. But I wanted it, and I wanted it in this color. So I went on ahead and got it and just put it on my credit card. This one right here is a little less expensive. And I took a little piece, maybe a third of my annual bonus from my job to pay for this. So I kind of treated myself when I bought this bag. But both of these bags were unplanned impulse purchases. And if I'm being honest, both of these bags are too expensive for somebody like myself to be buying right now at this particular time of my life. So luxury designer handbags are the first things on my list that have to go for 2024. So you will not be seeing any unboxings for me for luxury designers unless it's something that I got pre-loved at an absolutely amazing price, and it also has to be something that I've been wanting for a while. No impulse purchases and no expensive handbags. And again, we know expensive is relative, but I'm talking about anything that's going to cost more than $1,000. Can't do it. So the next thing on the list to get eliminated in 2024 is going to be luxury skincare products and cosmetics from Sephora or anywhere else for that matter. But let me just open up my notebook because I took note of these prices because I just want to drive this point home. And I don't know if any of you guys will be able to relate to this, but I'm going to just start with like the basic skincare products, the things that we would typically use on a daily basis. So for my Fenty, I use the Fenty line. So for my skincare regimen, and I'm putting quotes because we'll talk about that in a few minutes, but for my skincare regimen, so I use the Fenty cleanser. This is a total cleanser. It's $30 and this is 4.9 ounces. I use the toner, is the fat water. It is, how much did I put? This is $35 and it's 5 ounces. And then I use the Fenty Hydra Visor moisturizer with SPF, and it is $36. If you buy it brand new, it's $40 because this is the refill. So this piece is, I think it's really cool that they make items that have containers that are reusable, so we're not wasting so much paper and you know, creating so much trash. So if you buy it brand new, it's $40. If you just need the refill, it's $36 basically. And then, of course, Riri has a moisturizer for the evening that comes in this container, and it is $40. Well, it's $46 and $40 for the refill. So this right here, you're talking about, this is almost $160 just right here in skincare products. Now, I have to be honest with you guys. I am not consistent with a skincare regimen. Like, I'm really, really not. I don't use these things every day or twice a day. So I'm not even following the instructions. I'm not using it as instructed. So, you know, I don't really know how well these products really work. I like them, but I don't have problem skin. So like almost anything will work for me. I would need to see somebody with problem skin use these products for an extended period of time and then tell me what they think about them. Otherwise, I really can't say whether or not they're worth the money. Again, I like the products, but I don't really know if they're worth the money because frankly, I don't really need much right now in terms of like what's going on with my face. So with that being said, I feel like it's wasteful for me to spend this kind of money on designer skincare products when number one, I don't have problem skin, and number two, I don't even use this stuff like I'm supposed to. It's already expensive as is, but if I was using these products every day or twice a day, actually, because you should be washing your face twice a day, if I was actually following a strict, consistent regimen, I would probably be going through this stuff like water. And I could easily see spending $300 a month just on this alone. So this has to go. I'm going to look for some less expensive, maybe drugstore, but reputable skincare products and start out with that. See if I can work up some consistency with something less expensive before I invest in something like this that I probably don't really need and I'm not even using. But that's not even the half of the half. With that being said, I've got a whole lot of other Fenty stuff in here that I've purchased multiple times and haven't used. I've purchased a couple of these blurring skin tints. I think this is called Eavesdrop. I like it. It's cool, but I don't use it. And this is like $30. I think the last time I purchased it, it was like maybe $28, $29. I've gotten 2 or 3 of these. I have this primer, this Fenty primer. This probably costs a good $40, I'm sure. As you can see, it's full. I don't use it. I've got these eyeshadow palettes that I bought, again, from Fenty because I thought the colors were really cool and it was Fenty, so why not? I've yet to use them. I've got this setting powder from Fenty. I've actually purchased this 3 times because I got it. I purchased 2 in one color and 1 in another because I was trying to figure out which color works best for me. I still haven't figured it out because I just don't know. I'm not good at applying makeup. So let's just keep that 100. And then I also got these, what is this called? It's supposed to be a concealer or a color corrector. So this one is like the honey color, but I also have it in an orange. So I say all this to say that, and then another concealer. This is about $28. This was about $30. Like, I probably have $1,000 or more worth of skincare products and makeup from Fenty that I don't use. I don't even wear makeup. Like, this is pretty much how you see me right now, and I know it's pretty plain, but this to me is made up. I have on lip liner, I have on Fenty lip gloss, and I have on a little bit of mascara. To me, that's made up. So, like, I don't really understand why I thought it was necessary for me to invest in all of these expensive colors, you know, makeup products when I don't... I don't know how to apply makeup. Let's just start there. It's not that I don't wear makeup or I don't like makeup. I don't know how to apply it. And I tried, and at this big age in my life, I'm just like, why even bother? So again, I just think it's stupid. You know, just because I want to support Riri and support Black business, and I thought there would be a point where I would try to learn how to apply makeup. So I went out and spent all this money. Oh, and I also bought like a set of her makeup brushes that was probably $200 or $300. Like, I don't even know how to use this stuff. So I could be experimenting on drugstore brushes and eyeshadow palettes and not spending $40 and $50 on expensive stuff that I, one, don't know how to use, and two, probably won't use. So the expensive skincare products and makeup absolutely have to go. There was another quick point that I needed to make about another reason why me spending all of this money on the cosmetics was just not a good idea. Besides the fact that I don't know how to apply it, and that I'm just really not a makeup person and really don't like all that stuff on my face. Like, even the stuff that I like, by the time I get around to using it, it's old. So for instance, I love this Too Faced Better Than Sex. I love this mascara, but I don't wear it enough. Like, by the time I decide to wear it, it's dried out and clumpy because I just don't wear mascara or any makeup enough to purchase expensive stuff because it's gonna go bad or dry out before I get to it. Does lipstick have an expiration date? Because that might be something I need to also reconsider. I think the things besides the Invisimatte from Fenty that I will still purchase will probably be the gloss bombs. I do lip gloss all the time, so I could probably stick with the gloss bombs and the lipstick. But as far as any other makeup and mascara, that stuff needs to come from the drugstore because I don't wear it enough to invest. The only thing that I probably will continue to purchase from Fenty, unless my situation changes, is the Invisimatte. I love that. It's like a translucent powder that just gets rid of the shine. So that's probably the only thing that I will continue to use because I have used that and I see the value in investing in that. All that other stuff is just a waste of money. The next luxury that has to go this year are manis and pedis. I've been going to the same salon for probably the last 6 or 7 years, and they do a great job with my hands and my feet. But I stopped going, well, everybody stopped going around the pandemic, and I started back up, you know, after maybe 2021. But after about 5 or 6 months, I decided to stop going again. And I realized that I was spending almost $300 a month just on my hands and my feet. So I would get my manicures like every 2 weeks, and they would be like $60 a pop. And then, of course, I would always make sure, you know, to tip the nail technician. And then my pedicures, I would spend like $70 on a pedicure, but I would get that only once a month. But again, I'm doing a tip. So that was a substantial amount of money coming out of my bank account every month that wasn't for a living expense. And I just thought it was ridiculous that I was spending that much money on my hands and my feet, especially when I know how much money I have to spend on my hair. Like, my locks is something I can't do. Like, I'm not doing a retwist. I'm not washing my own hair, you know, so this is something I have to pay for. So I decided that I was going to stop paying to have my hands and my feet done. So what I did instead was I went on Amazon and got my own gel lamp. And so I do my own nails. I also get on Amazon when I need gel colors. I order all of my gel colors off Amazon, and I do my own nails. And sometimes I don't even do gel. Sometimes I will just use a regular quick dry nail polish. They don't always look professional. They're not always perfect, but I can do it for free. And, you know, the longer I do it, the more I do it, I know the better I'll get, and it'll start to look better and more professional. But for the time being right now, I'm just like not willing to pay that kind of money on maintenance, at least not for my hands and feet when it's something that I can do myself. Do I have the money to do it? Yes, but I have a lot of things that I'm working on, well, that me and my husband are working on. We have goals and plans set for ourselves, and so in order for me to accomplish those goals and still do the things that I need to do for myself, there's some stuff I just need to cut back on. And the going to the salon to get my hands and feet done is something that I don't care about giving up. I'm fine with doing my own hands and feet. So that's one of other things that has to go this year. The next thing on the list of items that I will be definitely giving up and not buying in 2024 are tech gadgets and tech upgrades. So in 2023, I upgraded my iPhone 12 mini to the iPhone 15. There was nothing wrong with the 12. I loved that little mini phone. The only reason I upgraded to the 15 was because my carrier, AT&T, was offering a special right around the 15 drop. And so basically I was able to get the 15 for almost free with the trade-in of my 12. So I think I got like, the credit I got on my 12 only left maybe like $100, $150 balance for the 15. So it was almost free basically, but it wasn't. That was $150 that could have gone on something else, and I didn't need the iPhone 15. The iPhone 12 mini that I had was a perfect size and it worked just fine. There was nothing wrong with it. So that was unnecessary, and that was unnecessary money going out of my household for something that I didn't need, that I definitely could have done without. Now, is it cooler filming on a 15 than the 12? Yeah, because, you know, there are a few features on the 15 that the 12 didn't have. But at the end of the day, I'm still filming whether I'm on a 12 or 15 or something else. So I really could have done without the phone that I'm filming on right now. So no more upgrades. And that also goes for other tech gadgets. I upgraded this iPad. The iPad that I had was just fine. I had the mini. I think it was the 4. I don't remember what it was, but it was just fine. There was nothing wrong with it. But I decided I wanted the iPad Pro, and I decided to go ahead and get that. And I wanted the pencil, so I added that to it for no reason at all. I'm not doing anything on this new iPad that I could not have done on the one that I had before. But I upgraded because I could. So again, stupidity on my part. Another thing that I spent money on in terms of tech upgrades that I could have done without are headphones. I've actually purchased 2 pair of Beat headphones this year. So I'm over it. Tech upgrades are a wrap for all of 2024 and probably 2025 as well. I don't need anything else at this point. And the last item or luxury that I am definitely eliminating in 2024 are fragrances that cost over $300. So 2023, I purchased quite a few luxury fragrances. I purchased the Baccarat Rouge 540, the expensive one, the one in the red bottle. I've purchased 724. Well, those are the 2 really expensive ones that I purchased, but I also made some other purchases. I purchased the Miss Dior. I re-upped on my Silk Blossom by Jo Malone. I purchased a few fragrances, but the Maison Francis Kirk de Jean fragrances are the ones that really hit my pockets hard. And I had 3 or 4 other fragrances from that house on my wish list, and I just realized that, sis, you don't have it like that. You've been watching way too much YouTube, and you've been following influencers who are way ahead of you and have way more money than you, or maybe they don't and they just stupid. But in any case, you can't afford to go out and every time you buy fragrance, it has to be something that's costing $300 for an ounce or 2. Like, whatever happened to being cool with a little Chanel, or, you know, so the really expensive fragrances that I have been drawn to these last couple of years are things that I'm going to have to pull back from and not purchase. I will probably be trying some fragrance dupes this year. I was looking at a brand called Alt online the other day. It was ILT period. And I see that they have really, really good reviews. So I may purchase a couple of fragrances from them that I already own just to see how well they measure up and if they are worth purchasing in the future. But I did this video, guys, because I just want to share with you some of the mistakes that I've made with my finances this year when it comes to the things that we all like. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, or if at the very least that it was informative and gave you something to think about. So go ahead, if you made it to the end of this video, you are the true rider. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be updated whenever I upload new videos. And until the next time we see each other, peace.